I'm finally on the mend. Okay, I'm starting to feel so much better, and I need to put on makeup. I want to play in makeup. I want to do kind of a Sugar Plum fairy situation, and I want to kind of come in here with a little bit of that, maybe some of this. This palette is very inspiring. Look at how pretty the artwork is too. Beautiful. Okay, let's start with some eye primer. Oh, and whenever I do kind of the Sugar Plum fairy situation, I like to see my skin peeking through in my undertone, so that's why I'm going to use a clear eyeshadow base. I know this is a little monotonous, but I feel like it's important for me to remind you that even though a base is clear and completely transparent, it is so important to get it really smooth across the skin or we might have creasing. So take your time and take a really dense brush, something like the C31, or this is the other side of the D2, and just go back and forth and get that really nice and smooth. You can really see that difference between here and how shiny this is. That's not evened out yet. Let's get wild. I just want to start with this shade. This shade is just making me so happy. I am going to use it on an E27. Look how nicely it picks up. Jean hair, not included. And I'm just going to start to press that into the center. Why not? Oh, that is so fun. That made me feel even better. Let's pack it on a little bit more in the center. Yeah. Okay, I feel pretty. Let's stop here. I'm kidding. Now I wipe my brush off just on Sheila. She's right here. I'll show you. Back and forth. Then let's grab this shade. Same brush, and let's place it here, really close to the lash line. Bring it into the sparkle a little bit. I need to pick up a little bit more. And I need to tilt my head back, or if you can't shut one eye at a time like I can, like a creepy baby doll, kind of just tilting your head back and making sure that we're setting all of those creases, just like our under eye. Same shade, and then let's take it over here. Pretty, now it feels like a fish. Now I did switch brushes because I need a little bit more surface, and I want to lay it down really nice and flat. So I'm going to take the E29 and that really pretty kind of dark denim blue and just start to lay it down here. Starts to transition. I'm definitely going to be adding more sparkles, maybe rhinestones, I don't know. I feel really good, y'all. You know I'm feeling good when I'm getting the rhinestones out. I still sound a little gremlin-y, but the way that I feel compared to this week, oh goodness gracious. Feels so good to paint. Now I'm gonna take some of this shade, same brush, focus most of that on my brow bone. Let me get back where I'm better in frame. And then I'm gonna melt some over here. Melt some over here. And then I kind of want to add a bright pastel blue, but there's not one in this palette, but I have a fun idea. If you do creative looks quite a bit, these palettes right here, this is the pastel one I had in mind, but these are just so good to have on hand. I'm trying to find the other ones. I'm sorry, friends, I wasn't prepared. There's a neon and then the primary colors, but they're just so easy to kind of just grab, and they're really little, so they kind of sit really close to me. I can't explain it. There's a convenience to them that I just love so much. There we go, that's what I wanted. I wanted a little bit more of a frosty Sugar Plum fairy blue. But anyways, I love the quality of these. And whenever I'm using a palette and I can't find the color, I feel like the color I'm looking for is always in these three colors, or these three palettes. So I thought that was just something I would share. I have been using these for years and I love them very much. Let's place it on the corners just to brighten that up a little bit more. Then, remember the shade that's in the center? I'm gonna grab that on a fluffier brush. That actually might be too much, but that's a really pretty visual. I love sparkles. I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna focus most of it in the center, and since I switched to a fluffier brush, I could now kind of do that floating lantern effect, and it just scatters the sparkle instead of making it super pigmented and opaque. Just a nice little sparkle. I got a hair. So if I take this pink and I put it on the blue, It's going to be somewhere still in the realm of purple, but a little bit brighter. So let's just place it here. I'm using the E29 so I don't build it up too much. And now we're really in our Sugar Plum fairy territory. That's nice. Do you know how excited I get when I have a liner that's going to go perfectly with my lid shade? This is One Eye at a Time. This is one of Hung Bango's liners. That was very satisfying. I looked over and this is what it looked like on the cap and I was like, this is gonna be good. It's gonna be perfect. Now I don't always want my shadow to be really, really sharp. So what I do is I take an E29, the fluffiest of the brushes, of the eye brushes I should say, and I start to just lightly tap around here. And instead of just going, I just tap and fade and melt. It's one of my favorite things to do. I love all different eyeshadow shapes, but sometimes I like a more melted one. We can even do that in here too. I try to teach things for people maybe starting their makeup journey, but if you're feeling a little bit more sassy, a little bit more advanced, and a little bit coordinated, instead of doing any kind of wing today, I just want to darken my lash line. And I do have much easier techniques, ones for beginners, but if you're feeling like you can do this, whenever I want a tight line, all I'll do is take my gel liner and just kind of blink on it. I've almost have a complete tight line. And remember, a tight line is where we're getting in between the lashes, not so much, I might have covered a little bit, but you can see not too much of my, which is okay if you do, but a true tight line is getting liner in between the lashes. And if I just kind of blink on it, I can get there a lot faster. I love these lashes. I love how curly they are. I don't have any other ones in my collection that are this curly. So I'm going to take some Duo Line It Lash It, still my favorite conventional glue if I have to wear glue. This is going to get stuck in my lashes and it will be here for a little while. But that's okay because I really like how curly these are. So I am going to let this glue get really nice and tacky for about 30 seconds. I know. Another reason I don't usually like conventional glue, but I gotta have this curly goodness. We have our lashes. This is Sweet Pea. I was double checking the name. You just kind of take them off and they're already pre-mapped. And I'm just gonna go ahead and place this one out here. I actually don't use all of them all at once. If we need to come back and adjust, it's probably better to do that if we let it dry down a little bit more. That way we don't have any kind of sliding. Placey place. Oh, yes, we are on the way. And then I think I'm just gonna do this one. So just 3. Pretty. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and use the entire lash strip situation. I just finished the glue. Peel off this last one. It's so little. Look how little it is. And that just goes there. Get on there. Let's try out this Essence Under Eye Primer Jelly Stick. Ooh, I like the feeling. It feels cooling, but not like Vicks Vapor Rub comes to mind right now. It just feels nice and cool. I do want to, this is also something that's a really helpful tip. Even when I'm doing skincare prep around my eye or really anywhere on my face, now prep, not just my regular skincare, I reach for my brush and I push that in. I just feel, anytime you can get things smoothed out on the skin, your makeup is gonna wear and look so much better. I always find that, I have a cough drop in, please let me have it. But I always find that drugstore foundations, usually, and I can think of Revlon, Maybelline, L'Oreal, there's always a really nice shade for me. There's so many high-end brands that I still can't find a shade in. NARS, House Labs, so many of them just, I still can't find shades. But when it comes to the drugstore, there's always a nice pink shade for me. I absolutely love this formula, by the way. Tried and true. I think I need a little bit of corrector today. My under eyes are not their best. Now I'm going to use this side because I want it to stay more pigmented. So I'm going to use a denser brush. Ugh, that already feels and looks better. Now hang on. This is going to be, I could use this underneath my eye, but I don't have the energy to be that creative right now. And this is basically a paint stick. It really is. I should say face paint stick. I don't want to scare you. This is intended for the face. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to blend it out here. You're thinking, Rose, you've lost it. No, we just want a really, really light base where I'm going to apply blush in a little while. Actually, let's use Soft Peach, which is much lighter, but since I have that balance underneath with the corrector, I should be able to get away with it. Yep. This is what y'all get since I've been sick for a week. Just painting now. Then I'm just going to take my much larger C42 and just melt edges. Now remember, all of this is going to get covered up. I'm still going to be using a powder here, and that's even going to darken that a little bit. So it's not going to look like what's going on right now. Kylie Winter Kissed. Oh my goodness. I'm going to get a lot of it, and I'm going to push it into the eyeshadow. I'm still going to put bronzer on, so it might take away just a little bit of our drape. How much fun is this? I love this. This is an old one, y'all. Yes, definitely expired, but it's the original formula. And I do feel like it was exceptional. My favorite cream bronzer. This one's from Dominique Cosmetics. This is shade Soft Bronze, C40.5. And this is what I was saying. This is going to capture a little bit of that drape. Anytime you can frame something that's really, really bright, it kind of just makes it really pop forward. So if you're really wanting to achieve those, Zara Larsson, Sophia is her artist, if you're wanting to achieve those types of looks, this can really make everything pop the way that you're wanting it to. Especially even with that white base underneath. Just little tricks that kind of get you to where you want to go. I remember when I first started trying to recreate looks, I didn't understand how to get things to pop and manipulate the colors and tones and textures. So I try to break that down the way that I wanted it broken down. Let's do our Givenchy powder. Keep with our fun brightening. Connect it to the blush. Satisfying. Who knows what we would have done if I'd been out of here 2 weeks. Remember this shade, there's still going to be a little bit left over on this brush. I'm going to take this Milk Cosmetics liner and I'm going to run that. I'm not going on my waterline. I'm just going right into my lashes. And like I said, there's still a little bit of that shadow left on here. And if I just smudge that, it's going to mimic what's going on in the transition. Hang on, y'all. This sparkle is wild. That almost looks wet. This palette is absolutely stunning. I love it. I think the quality is incredible. It's so intense. It's doing exactly what I want it to do. And I'm going to take that and put that on my inner corner. That's so pretty. Now let's take a little bit of that. Now it's going to go over this way. And a Sugar Plum Fairy Never Mind Sparkle Fallout. One of my favorite artists, Jordan Liberty, did a collab with Blend Bunny Cosmetics. Enough said. Let's see what happens. I haven't even tried this, but I feel like we could be going in the right direction. So I'm just gonna throw on this. This is a multi-purpose liner situation. Oh yeah. That's a party I wanna go to. This is the shade Premonition. Oh yeah, that is delightful. All right, my friends, this is our finished look. You almost heard me cough right there. I feel so much better though. It felt so good to be in my room and just painting and layering and colors and textures and glitter. I feel like myself. I love you. Thank you so much for all your well wishes. And until the next video, I love you with all of my heart. Bye for now.